Witnessed one of the true modern-day legends tonight in action, and he was a superb performance, winning his IBF belt back and retaining his other 3 belts. Oleksandr Usyk, for me, a heavyweight in any generation, would be an outstanding fighter, and I take my hat off to him in how he coped and how he showed such mental resilience in the other guy's backyard, and he's something special. He's a special fighter. I thought up until that round, I thought it was a pretty good fight to watch, and Daniel's obviously very disappointed. He's in the dressing room at the moment, and if he's going to come back, he's got to learn from it. He's only 27 years of age. I look back at Frank Bruno, for example. 3 times he fought for the world title, and he got it in the fourth attempt. And Daniel, he's won a world title, so hopefully he will come back and learn from it. But the bottom line is, it's Mr. Usyk's night, and he showed what he was all about. I mean, he is a special boxer.
Yeah, Frank, do you think that Daniel could have done anything differently, or was it just that Usyk's too good?
Do I think
Daniel could have done anything differently across
the
fight?
Yeah, I do. I think he could have, when he was using his jab, he was letting his jab go and letting the right hand go, he was doing well, but he just stopped. He stopped in that, especially in that round. He just dropped his hands where he should have kept his hands tight, and we could have done with some more head movement.
And in terms of the rebuild for Daniel, he's obviously proven he can do it. He's proven he can rebuild twice before.
Yeah, you got to learn. You learn from defeats. I mean, that's what life's about, isn't it? Not everything goes your way, and you've got to come back. And it's the mark of a man if he can do it, and we'll see if he can do it. But in the meantime, his first defence of his title is the WBO belt, and that'd be against Joe Parker, even. Yeah, against Joe Parker. So that again could be a great fight.
Turkey Al Sheikh's already said that he wants another one of your guys to box Usyk next. He says the fight to make is against Moses Atalma. Do you think it's too early for Moses Well,
Moses is fighting on the 16th of August in Riyadh, and we'll see what happens after that. But the WBO have ordered that fight, and that fight is, that fight will have to happen, or he will have to vacate the title.
Frank, just on Usyk, 38. Maybe people were hoping that he was going to show a bit.
We
of
was
age.
all hoping that. Look, we're Brits. He's a British fighter. I was hoping that, but he's got really strong resilience. He's a unique guy, isn't he? He's undefeated still. He's undefeated as a professional fighter. 38 years of age? You said 30, coming on to 39. He's a tremendous fighter. Fighters like him come along once in a generation.
Is it more impressive that he can do this against these kind of giants of the heavyweight division? Because he's a small heavyweight when you compare him to the Furies. I
don't buy into that thing about small. Like being a small guy. He's 16.5 stone tonight? Whatever he weighed in at. I look back at Mike Tyson wasn't a big heavyweight. Vander Holyfield wasn't. David Haye wasn't. You look at so many fighters over the years that have come up through the weights and done what they had to do. And he's obviously been a heavyweight now, for 3 or 4 years. So it's not like he's just done that. He's grown into being a heavyweight, and he matches people with his ring IQ. He's got a great ring IQ, and he's a southpaw. He's an awkward sod.
Frank, in terms of Usyk, he listed so many different people that he could fight.
Sorry.
Frank, in terms of Usyk, he listed so many different people he could fight next. Who would you like to see him up against, just as a fan?
As a fan, I'd like to see the Joe Parker fight. Joe deserves it. He's on a run himself, similar to what Daniel was on, and that's the fight that's been ordered. So one way or another, it'll either happen, or Joe will fight for the vacant title.
Hi, Frank. What can Daniel take from tonight? He did come up, didn't he, from the first knockdown. Is that something to cling on to, as well as the experience?
What does he take from it? He takes from it that he's got to have head movement. He's got, You don't want to be knocked down. You know, that's a fact of life. And, you know, when he got knocked down, you know, he should look to the corner and let him pick up on the count and took his time, but it didn't happen. He's a good finisher. Usyk, very, very good finisher. He's a tough guy. He's hard as nails. He got caught with a couple of good shots himself. He took a few shots himself. And Daniel now, as I say, he'll have a little break, think about things, and he's got to resurrect himself. That's what he'll have to do.
You very cleverly found opponents for him to come back this time. What level of fighter do you think you should look at?
I can't hear you, Jeff.
What level of fighter do you think you should
What
look
level? He's got to come back. He's got to come back and make a statement. And making a statement against a quality fighter. That's what he did last time. That's what he's going to have to do.
Any thoughts in your head about who that might be?
Not at the moment, but you know, let's see what happens and where he's at with everything.
Frank, do you think that any fighter on the planet right now can beat Oleksandr Usyk, or is it a case if you want to get the belts that Usyk's got, we're going to have to wait until he retires?
You know, it's the old adage, styles make fights. There are a few fighters out there I think will give a good account themselves, but at the moment he's the man. And as I started off, talking this evening, you know, he would be a great in any generation. He's a quality fighter. He's got a great boxing IQ, and he's got the most unbelievable mental attitude. That's what makes him. That's what Daniel's got to learn from this fight. Try and get and develop the mental attitude that Usyk has.
Do you think Daniel was lacking in mental attitude tonight?
No, I don't. I think he could be. You know, he didn't stick to the task, and he got careless, and he dropped his hands, and he got careless, and he paid the price. Yes.
Frank, right now, Tyson Fury open to trilogy versus Oleksandr Usyk.
Tyson, you know, he's made it very clear to me he would love to fight at Wembley. He would love to do that fight, and it would be a big fight. You know, I'm quite sure of that.
One more question.
Frank, do you think Daniel had more fight left in him if he waited for the 10 count for after he was
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Did Daniel have more left to give in the fight?
What now? Does he have more left to give? We'll find out, won't we? He's only a young man. It's not like he took a belting, as we say in the business. I mean, there was knockdowns. He got knocked down in twice, and that was it. But we will see. It's all about resilience. It's all about desire and wanting to be the best, and more importantly, learning from your mistakes. And that's what good fighters do. You know, there's lots of fighters over the years have been beaten and come back even stronger, and that's what he has to do. He came back from his previous defeat very strong and was on a really good roll against world-class quality heavyweights, former world champions, undefeated fighters, and done it in style. He can punch, he can hurt you, and it's just developing other aspects of his game.
How much of a break does he need before he gets back off the bike?
How much? That's 6 months out, easy.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.